watch Jackie. Jackie was the movie about Jacqueline Kennedy Onassis. I'm sorry if I pronounced her last name wrong. And Natalie Portman played Jackie in the movie. And it was pretty heartbreaking, of course. It was heartbreaking. But it was also very deep and very, I guess you could say, informative. I think Natalie Portman did a amazing job portraying Jackie Kennedy. I don't think anybody else could better than her. So I was very pleasantly surprised. It was only 100 minutes long, which I don't really like when a movie goes on for too long, where it just pans out and you feel like you're never going to get to the end of the movie. The only really long movie I like probably is Titanic. Oh, and Forrest Gump. I think Forrest Gump is like 2 hours and something minutes long. I can't remember. But Forrest Gump is my favorite movie. So anyways, Jackie was amazing. Sorry guys. But that was my top favorite movie of 2016. My second favorite movie is a lot more funnier, and that was Deadpool with Ryan Reynolds. I went into Deadpool not having any exceptions or anything like that. I thought it was just going to be a silly superhero movie, which I'm sorry to say, but I'm not really much into superhero movies. I love Guardians of the Galaxy though. Guardians of the Galaxy was really, really good. I really enjoyed it. Great soundtrack too. But anyways, Deadpool was great. I found Ryan Reynolds to be hilarious. And pretty much the moral of the movie is this guy, I forget what his name is now, gets cancer, and the scientist said that they could inject him with something that would make him immortal and take the cancer away. And instead, he is like turned into this really grotesque looking man that looks like he has like burns all over his face. So he makes his own superhero outfit, and he goes out to try to find the men that turned him into the monster that he had become. And plus, he had a girlfriend too, like a really serious girlfriend. And he's too scared to show her who he has become. So he pretty much ditches her throughout the whole movie, which is kind of fun. That was kind of low blow there, but I don't know. But it was really good. Okay, the third movie that I really enjoyed was Finding Dory. I waited 12 years, maybe 13, to see Finding Dory. And I was very happy with the outcome of the movie. It was wonderful. There was a lot of new characters. There was Dory, and then Nemo was in there, and then Marlin was in there. And I'm sorry, you guys, I'm totally blanking on all the new characters' names, but there was like a humpback whale, I think it was, and another whale, and like an octopus guy. I really liked the octopus in the movie. I thought he was awesome. But it was one of the only animated movies that I like this year. Actually, I didn't see that many animated movies this year, so my fourth movie that I loved this year was Sully with Tom Hanks, about the pilot that lands his plane on the Hudson River, and throughout the whole movie they're just trying to make these theories that he had enough energy left in his plane to reach a local airport, and he's just fighting through the whole movie to let them know that both his engines died. They flew into like a flock of birds, and both the engines were down. So Tom Hanks does an amazing job. Amazing. He is amazing in everything that he does. So I really, really enjoyed Sully. Alright, I'm going to mention as the fifth movie, a movie that I absolutely hated. And this is probably a very, very controversial opinion, but I hated Sausage Party. Oh my gosh, I went into the movie thinking it was going to be the most funniest movie I'd ever seen. I hated it so bad. I was so disappointed because it was one of the first movies that me and my husband went to see together. We don't go out to see movies a lot together. So I was so disappointed, guys. I love Seth Rogen, but this movie, even though it was different, I mean, the writing was good, things like that, it was just overly done. They tried too hard to be funny, and the ending, I don't want to ruin it for anybody, but, let's just say it was NC-17, and I hated it. It was disgusting. I'm sorry, guys, but I hated Sausage Party. Oh, in a movie I forgot to mention that I also loved, can't believe I forgot this one, was Hawkshaw Ridge with Andrew Garfield. It was based on a true story. I'm used to Andrew Garfield being like the amazing Spider-Man, so I had no clue what kind of an actor he was until I watched Hawkshaw Ridge, and he played a boy who lives by the commandments, or the commandment that thou shalt not kill. So he goes into the army, but he says he will not use any weapons at all to kill the enemy. So he goes into the army with no weapons to protect him. And you guys, it's such an amazing movie. And also in the movie, Vince Vaughn is also in the movie. And it was just, it was so good. So good. It was probably, next to Jackie, it was probably my second favorite movie of this year. So definitely go see it, or see it when it comes out on DVD. A movie that I wanted to watch this year and didn't get to was I Am Not Ashamed, about Rachel Scott from Columbine High School. She was the girl that was murdered, the first one that was murdered in 1999, when Dylan Klebold and Eric Harris went to Columbine, and that massacre happened. And I really wanted to see that movie, but I never got a chance to, because no movie theaters around here were playing it, because it was kind of like an indie, like independent film. So alright, the next one I'm going to is books, and I'm going to be honest with you guys. I read the Harry Potter books twice this year. So I read Harry a really good book. It was kind of dark, kind of negative at times, but it was a good love story about this boy who he's kind of obsessed with people that commit suicide, and he goes up to this tower and he's like talking himself off committing suicide, or I don't know if he does it as a joke, but then there's this girl up on the tower that he notices, and she's like one of the popular girls, and he talks her out of jumping, and they are put together during a history project, and they go to all these different places together for their history project, and it's a very good love story. They end up falling in love, and it's very romantic. The ending made me cry, though. I will warn you, the end will make you cry. A second book that I read, but I never got to the end to, but had very good writing, was Small Great Things by Joey Picoult. About this nurse, this African American nurse, who works in labor and delivery, and these white supremacist couple comes in and tells her that they do not want her taking care of their baby because she is black. And in the book, the baby stops breathing while she's in the nursery, and she doesn't know what to do. She doesn't know whether to save the baby or not to touch the baby like they told her to. So it was very, very good, very good, very good book. I just never got to finish it. Okay. Oh, I'm also going to tell you guys the movies that I'm excited for in 2017. But first I gotta look them up. I can remember a couple. I want to see Dog's Purpose, which is coming out this month. It's coming out this month on the 27th, I think. And let's see, I didn't write these down. I'm excited for Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. Star Wars Episode, what is that number? Episode 8, I think this is. Even though Carrie Fisher is no longer with us, I'm still excited. I'm also excited about Beauty and the Beast. I think it looks really good. Like, at first I was really upset that they remade it into an action film because I did not like the Jungle Book. But it actually looks pretty nice. So, a movie that I'm not looking forward to is 50 Shades Darker. I love the books, but I did not like the first movie. I did not like 50 Shades of Grey. So, that's the movies I'm excited for in 2017. And the books that I wanted to read was the new one by Carrie Fisher that came out in September. I'm trying to think what the name is. What is the name of it? Hold on, guys. What is it called? It's like Princess something. The Princess Diarist. The Princess Diarist. I want to read that. And then I want to read that new one by Lauren Graham. I like Gilmore Girls a lot. I just bought all the seasons because I want to get back into it. So, but Gilmore Girl, but Lauren Graham has this new book called Talking as Fast as I Can that I read the sample of on my iPad, but I haven't bought it yet. And it was actually really funny. So, TV shows none of these are 2016. Weeds with Mary Louise Parker. Love that show. Wonder Years. What else? Breaking Bad. Oh my gosh, I got so addicted to Breaking Bad. Like the regular shows like MasterChef, NFL football, stuff like that. You know, blah blah blah. I'm a New Orleans Saints fan. We did not have a good season this year. Hopefully next year. Alright, I will end this video by, hold on a second. Oh my gosh, my father-in-law just came out of his room. He keeps slamming the door. I'm making a video. I'm making a video on my iPad. Just try to be quiet. Okay, anyways. Oh well. I had 18 good minutes. Okay, anyways. I will end this video. Oh my god. Sorry guys. I will end this video. Alan, come on, man. Jesus. Okay. Anyways, I will end this video by doing a tribute to the people that passed away this year, celebrity-wise. A lot of people passed away this year, but there are a few people that really broke my heart when they passed away. The first one is George. I am going to talk about the people from most upset I was to least upset. Okay, so the first one actually died recently on December 25th, and that was George Michael. George Michael was a singer-songwriter. He is known as his part in the band Wham, Careless Whisper, and Last Christmas, you know, the one that goes, Last Christmas, I gave you my heart, but the very next, that one, which is crazy because he died on Christmas. But that broke my heart very much because even though I was born in 1991, my father had like a obsession with him when I was growing up, and I would always ask my dad to play his music before I went to school each morning, so I grew up with his music pretty much, and I always thought, okay, George Michael in his younger days, have y'all seen the video for Father Figure? He was fine, oh my goodness, but it's not just that, his voice was beautiful, he was beautiful, and he was too young to die, he was only 53. They're saying right now that he died of heart failure, but I'd hate to learn that, you know. I hope it's something that he didn't do to himself. Hopefully not. Okay, the second one is Alan Rickman. Alan Rickman is known for his role as Severus Snape in Harry Potter, and he tragically died of cancer. And I was heartbroken about that too. I really liked Alan Rickman because along with Harry Potter, he was known as one of the characters in the movie Love Actually. I'm gonna miss him too. Okay, the third one is Debbie Reynolds. Debbie Reynolds, I grew up in 1991, but my mom loved old movies, so I grew up watching movies like Tammy and the Bachelor and The Unsinkable Molly Brown. and I love the Unsinkable Molly Brown. So when Debbie Reynolds died, I cried like a baby, but not just because I loved her. But I'll talk about Carrie Fisher as well. Carrie Fisher is also on my list. Carrie Fisher died at the age of 60 from a heart attack. But the sad part is Debbie Reynolds died one day later from a massive stroke, and they're saying that she died of a broken heart. Oh my god, it's so sad. Oh, she wanted to be with her daughter. It was so sad. Anyways, we're all going to miss Carrie Fisher as Princess Leia. And it's going to be hard not seeing her in the Star Wars movies that they're going to come out with. Hopefully they'll still have movies. Because, what's Star Wars without Princess Leia? Another death that upset me, not really though, because he was older, was Gene Wilder. I love, one of my favorite movies is Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, so of course that was going to break my heart. I think it broke everybody's heart. But I love how people said that he and Gilda Radner could finally be together. Because that was his, true love back in the 80s. But tragically, Gilda Radner, who was known on SNL, passed away from cancer. Okay, another death that upset me this year was Christina Grimmie. She is one of the youngest that died this year. Christina Grimmie was in, I think it was Tampa Bay, Florida, doing a concert, and after the concert she was signing autographs, and this man came up to her and she went to give him a hug, and he was like a crazed, obsessed fan, and he shot her. Not repeatedly, I hate to say that, but he shot her, and it was fatal. And that broke my heart because I watched Christina Grimmie on The Voice, and I really loved her. She was such a sweet person. So yeah, guys, that's about all for now. But if you guys want to give me some video requests, that would be great. I can't really do much because I don't really